Alright, CSS battle time. Let's see what we can do with this ladder. Start a timer. It's interesting. So, I mean, gradients seem like a good solution. You know, even a repeating linear gradient to get the 4 bars. But we could also have, like, this space seems consistent on all of them, so we could have something with borders and just a little bit of margin. Especially since these right here are probably easiest to do with borders. And then you just have one background and then one color property. And that's probably going to be better in doing gradients, because we could do this with conic gradients too, but I think borders is going to be the way to go. So what I'm going to do, let's just get this on paper and then see how we condense it. So we're going to do border inline. And it's going to be like 50 pixels solid. And we're going to be yellow. Yeah, let's just do yellow. We'll refactor to that other one in a moment. Let's go background of blue. Let's get our margin going. And we're actually going to do margin top 50 and then 50 on the sides and then 0 on the bottom. All right. Oh, we're almost there. So it's 60 on the top and this is 60. Okay. So I wonder if these are like 30 pixels. 78 to 120, so it's like 40 on those. Okay. So if we took our body and we did, let's say, border block, I'm just going to write out the full border right now, and then we'll try doing a rotate and things like that. I don't need that one. 40 pixels solid. And that, right? And what I actually want to do, oh, I guess it could be the outside ones. So we'll margin 10 on the top, 20 on the sides, and 0 on the bottom. Oh, 20, 20, 0. Okay. And if we put in another paragraph tag, that should be nested inside the body. And we should be pretty close. If I don't have to redo margin, that'd be great. I think if I give this a height, 20? Hey, okay, I see. And then it was this side margin that actually I would want to, okay. I wonder if there's a way to not have to write margin again. I mean, I could put padding on the HTML, but that's not worthwhile. Okay. I can't think of anything at the moment. I guess I could write width. Let's write width, then it should overflow the margin. But the margin left is still, it won't be centered. Okay. So margin it is. 20 on the top and 0 on the sides. Okay. Hit submit, everything's there. Now the question is, can I get all of this with only one border declaration? So the 60 pixels, you should be able to use font or something like that to translate it. You know, it will take some math, but it should work. This 40 pixels is 66% of it, which is, it's a bummer that it's like a repeating decimal rather than a set amount. All right, 60 pixels divided by 16. Let's do some math here. If I can find my calculator, there we go. 60 divided by 16 gives me 3.75 m. 3.75 m, right? Now, let's come over here, erase that, a star. Let's get rid of the paragraph tag for the moment, just so we can see it. We're going to rotate. Okay. Now we got to change our margins. Ooh, yeah, that's where it's going to get messy. Because it's doing some strange things here now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's moving it along 2 axes again. It did this before, and I could not for the life of me figure out why it's dividing across the 2 axes with the rotate. And I think, okay, maybe what it is it has to do with the space available in the HTML. Margin should just be set. I mean, it was so easy without it. Rotating 90 degrees, we should just be changing our axis by 90 degrees. It shouldn't be so strange so as to be unusable. Oh, if I push the right buttons, this will be a lot better. All right. Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. Left, right. Okay, that does make sense. It is collapsing it, right? So -10, and then bottom. So this is bottom. It goes -50 on that, and then 0 there. Okay, so this one, 40, 30, 20. It's just moving it. Oh, no, I have to have a value here for this to be the one I think it is. Okay. Nope. Alright, I'm not doing this. Let's see. Let's think this through again. I don't want to declare a different border direction. Can I declare... What can I change? I'm not sure why the margin is just so persnickety at that point. And if you start having to do more than margin, like height, width, all of that to lock it into place and then move it, it's not worth it. Alright, let's go back to the one that worked. this. It's just that I want to do one border. I wonder if, okay, let's say we did a pure border, right? And then took that off. So that, yeah. Let's try width. 0, 60, 60, 0. Wrong one. It's okay. We need to put the 60 back on up here. Okay, and then I don't think we got any shorter with that, because now what we're going to end up doing is saying border width, maybe with a variable, 40, 0, 40, 0. I mean, that works. But we're at 246 characters right here. So let's see. If I add a variable, will that help? No, I don't think it will, because it's 9 characters just for the variable. So, like, let's compare it to border. var dash dash w, and then we'd have, for declaring it, you know, the 3 characters. So I think we break even adding in a variable. Alright, I'm going to leave this. Maybe I'll come up with a better idea later, but this is what I got for now. Oh wait, no, this isn't what I got for now. Let's go back to my previous solution. It was a sight better than this one. There we go. Let's condense some of these pixel units, and then I could have gotten rid of this width here on that one. I still don't think. It was 13 characters shorter here, so I don't know, you be the judge. Let's see, this can be 5ch, this can be possibly 63q. Let's hit submit, just see if it'll take it. I don't think it will. Yeah, it really doesn't like that. 64, that looks a bit better. 60 is a real finicky one for adjusting. Hey, there we go. It took 64. So 147, I guess, is what I'm going to get on this one. Cool. That was fun. Thank you. Bye.